Hey there, Washington Commanders fan. Today we're going to talk about something that's got everyone excited but also a bit nervous. Jayden Daniels' debut as our new quarterback. Yeah, I know expectations are through the roof, and for good reason. Every season, it seems like Washington tries to find that game-changing quarterback, the one who will finally give us the boost we need. We've seen veterans, young prospects, and even high draft picks come through here. But now, with Daniels, things feel different. Or do they? Let's figure this out together because this news is hot. And don't forget, we've got 2 news items in this video and everything you need to know about the next game. You're probably wondering, is this finally going to work out? I ask myself the same question. The truth is, for the last 6 years, we've started each season with a new quarterback. Every time someone stepped on the field, the hope was the same. This is it. But unfortunately, we always ended the season looking for another solution. Now Daniels arrives, and of course, optimism is back in full force. But honestly, we've heard this, now we've got our guy talk before. The difference is that now even the players are talking about it differently. Check out what our guard Sam Cosmi said. This guy is special, very special. And when a veteran player like Cosmi, who's seen a lot on this team, says that, we pay attention. Tight end Zach Ertz, with 12 years of NFL experience, went even further. He's going to be really, really good. And the best part? He didn't say Daniels will be good in a few years, but that he's ready now. That's when fans start to get really excited. Do we finally have a quarterback ready to take this team forward? On the other hand, Daniels seems to be a pretty grounded guy. He's already said, I can't go around thinking I'm the savior. Humility is important, especially on a team that's had a lot of frustrated expectations. But at the same time, when he takes the field against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday, expectations will be huge. There's no denying that this will be the most anticipated quarterback debut for Washington since Robert Griffin III back in 2012. And let's face it, the comparison is inevitable. Griffin, in his debut, destroyed the New Orleans Saints with 320 yards and a breathtaking performance. And that brings us back to Jayden Daniels. Will he have the same impact Griffin had back then? Griffin, it's worth remembering, ended up winning the NFL Rookie of the Year award, throwing for over 3,200 yards and rushing for over 800. He was a phenomenon that first year. But everyone knows how things ended up for him, and that's what haunts us. What can we really expect from Daniels? Will he be able to handle the pressure? Because, my friends, facing a defense like Tampa Bay's right off the bat is no walk in the park. The Bucs' defense is known for bringing the heat, and a lot of it. They were the 3rd team that blitzed the most last season, and blitzes, as you know, are the nightmare of many rookie quarterbacks. But if there's one thing Daniels showed in college, it's that he knows how to handle blitzes. In his last season, he had the 5th best quarterback rating against blitzes in Division I, and without making mistakes. He threw 17 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. But as they say, the NFL is a whole different level. Now, what makes the fans more optimistic is what the players themselves are saying about him. The guys are confident that Daniels won't be overwhelmed by the pressure. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin said that Daniels already arrived polished and ready for the NFL. This is very important because Daniels didn't have much time to adapt. He wasn't sacked once in 15 pass attempts during preseason games, which is already a good sign. McLaurin also said that Daniels has that coolness that great quarterbacks need to have, and that only increases expectations. But at the same time, you can feel that the team isn't putting everything on the kid's shoulders. And that's good news. Ertz was very clear when he said, we don't expect Daniels to be our Superman on day 1. He's right. You can't put all the responsibility on a rookie right off the bat. Even knowing he has potential, what's important now is for him to do what he did throughout the preseason. Maintain his composure, control the game, and lead the offense with confidence. The process will be gradual, but we know that in Washington, patience tends to be short when it comes to quarterbacks. What's different now? You might ask, another quarterback? Why should I believe it's going to work this time? The answer lies in what people inside the organization have been saying. The players are genuinely excited. Right guard Sam Cosmi recently said, we have a special guy. Very special. And when a player like tight end Zach Ertz, who's been in the NFL for 12 seasons, says that Daniels is already good now, it's not something we can simply ignore. Of course, it's always good to keep our feet on the ground, but these statements generate a different expectation from those we've seen in previous years. And speaking of expectations, Daniels himself is pretty chill about it. He knows he has a big challenge ahead, but he doesn't want to carry the team on his back right from the start. This shows that the kid has maturity. He's aware of the pressure, but he's also aware that the NFL is a team game. And let's be honest, this humble and focused attitude is the kind of mentality we want to see in our offense's leader. It has all the makings of an interesting journey. Now let's talk about some big news for the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you're excited to know how the Commanders will take the field and the impact these players might have, stay until the end of the video, because what I'm going to tell you here could completely change your expectations for this match. Don't go anywhere, and take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, because you won't want to miss any of the upcoming news. Let's get straight to the point. The big highlight this week is the rookie offensive tackle, Brandon Coleman. After much mystery and uncertainty, Coach Dan Quinn confirmed in Friday's press conference that Coleman will be active for Sunday's game against the Bucs. And folks, this is huge news. This kid missed a good part of training camp due to a shoulder injury, but it looks like he's finally ready to show what he's made of. This is exactly what the Commanders need. Young talent willing to leave it all on the field. The most interesting part is that Quinn hasn't revealed how many snaps Coleman will play or if he'll be a starter. This suspense has left fans on the edge of their seats, but one thing's for sure, the coach is confident. According to him, Coleman did a remarkable job in his recovery. You can feel the excitement in Quinn's words. He practically sees the rookie ready to make an impact, and this only increases the fans' expectations for the game. What do you think? Will Coleman shine in his debut? Now, if you're wondering why Coleman didn't play in the preseason, the answer is simple: precaution. The coaching staff wanted to wait for the right moment to put him on the field. Even though he's a rookie, Quinn is comfortable using him now. He believes Coleman is fully prepared, even without having gone through all the preparation stages. He's absolutely ready for this, Quinn said. And honestly, folks, with our offensive line needing reinforcements, this could be the difference maker the Commanders need to start the season on the right foot. This decision to rest Coleman during preseason games was one of those moments where you need to trust the process. And apparently, it worked. Now, the guy is 100% ready, cleared to play after the roster cuts, and training at full capacity. As a fan, I confess I'm eager to see this kid on the field. After all, it's not every day we see a rookie who's been through so many obstacles being cleared with such confidence by the coaching staff. If he maintains the rhythm he showed in practice, we can expect great things for Sunday. Speaking of challenges, another rookie who's in a slightly more delicate situation is our defensive tackle, Newton. He's been dealing with a foot injury, and although it's not related to the Jones fracture he suffered earlier this year, this new injury has kept him out of training for most of August. But hold on, folks, because things aren't as bad as they seem. Coach Dan Quinn said the team is being cautious with Newton, which makes perfect sense. Better to hold back a little now than risk losing a promising talent like him for longer, right? On Wednesday, Newton was still limited in practice, and on Thursday, he didn't participate at all, with rest being added to the injury report. This made a lot of people think he'd be out for the game against the Buccaneers, but the coach has already warned, we're not ruling him out yet. Newton might have slim chances of playing, but we can't take him out of the equation. He did some important reps in Friday's practice, and the final decision will only be made on Sunday. True fans know that suspense until the last minute is part of the game. We have a few more important updates. Quarterback Marcus Mariota is officially out for the game against the Bucs, which means Jeff Driscoll will be Jayden Daniels' backup. And look, folks, Quinn had nothing but praise for Driscoll. The coach highlighted that he's a versatile athlete who uses his legs well to get out of tough situations. Driscoll is the type of player who gives his all, and this could be very useful if we need a sudden change during the game. Additionally, the other names on the injury report, such as Clelin Ferrell, Dante Fowler Jr., Darren Payne, and Trent Scott, will all be available for Sunday's matchup. This means that, despite some important absences, the team will take the field with considerable strength. Ferrell, in fact, was named the Week 1 captain, which shows the team's confidence in him. With so many key players ready to play, the Commanders have everything it takes to give the Buccaneers a run for their money and start the season off right. So, fans, are you confident for the game against the Bucs? With Coleman back and expectations high, will we see an offensive line solid enough to hold off the pressure and give Daniels time? And what about Newton? Will he recover in time to make a difference on defense? There are many questions in the air, and the only certainty we have is that this game promises to be exciting. Don't forget to leave your comment down below. I want to know what you think about this debut. And of course, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next updates on our Commanders.